Succession Explained, Season 3, Episode 5, Retired Janitors of Idaho. Logan Roy faces the shareholder vote that will determine whether he retains control of Waystar Royco or Sandy and Stewy seize power. After Josh Aronson withdrew his crucial support last episode, the outcome is uncertain. But as negotiations for a settlement deal reach a critical moment, Logan develops severe cognitive impairment from an undiagnosed urinary tract infection, leaving his children to decide whether his rejection of the deal is valid or whether they must override him to save the company. Meanwhile, Kendall makes an unauthorized appearance at the shareholder meeting, and the president severs their political relationship.
After Josh withdrew his 4% last episode, this shareholder vote determines whether Logan keeps control or Sandy and Stewy take over. And settlement negotiations are happening backstage during the actual meeting.
But Logan's acting strange?
He's developing severe cognitive impairment from an undiagnosed urinary tract infection during the most critical decision-making moment.
So his children have to figure out whether his rejection of the settlement deal is legitimate leadership or whether they need to override him to save the company.
Multiple crises simultaneously. The vote, Logan's health, negotiations with the opposition, and Kendall trying to influence things from outside.
What are the settlement terms?
Board seats in exchange for ending the proxy fight. Logan rejects the settlement deal during negotiations, says no to terms that would end the proxy fight. But he's visibly confused and disoriented.
When do they realize it's medical?
The medical team reveals he has a UTI, causing acute cognitive impairment. Suddenly, his rejection looks like it might not be valid decision-making.
UTIs can cause severe confusion in older adults, especially affecting executive function. This isn't just being tired, it's actual medical incapacity during the moment he's rejecting terms.
So now his children and advisors have to decide whether to honor his stated wishes or override him because he's medically compromised.
That's an impossible position.
Exactly. And the vote is happening now.
While this is happening, Roman gets pulled into a phone call with the president, who announces he's not seeking re-election and blames ATN's coverage for destroying their relationship.
Wait, the president calls Roman directly?
Right. Roman unexpectedly thrust into this high-stakes political conversation. The president is severing their crucial access.
This connects to Shiv forcing ATN to attack the president last episode for leverage. But instead of creating bargaining power, it just eliminated the relationship entirely.
The tactical move backfired. Turning editorial hostile doesn't create leverage when the other side just walks away.
And this happens while Logan's incapacitated?
During the same crisis.
Roman and Shiv decide to approve the settlement deal with 4 board seats while Logan's still medically impaired. They're saving company control, but directly overruling what he said.
Do they justify it as medical necessity?
They're making an executive decision that his rejection wasn't valid because of the UTI, but that's still overriding their father.
Roman negotiates an extra board seat during this, not just approving the deal, but actively changing terms to maintain family balance of power on the board.
When Logan returns to lucidity, he harshly rebukes Shiv for making the deal, despite it successfully saving the company.
Even though it worked?
Right. Successful crisis management doesn't earn approval when it means you overruled him. The outcome matters less than the authority question.
Kendall makes an unauthorized appearance at the shareholder meeting to hold a moment of silence for victims and announce a foundation, trying to influence things from outside.
Does Logan meet with him?
Logan summons Kendall afterward, but then leaves without meeting him. Deliberate rejection showing continued refusal to engage.
The episode asks whether decisions made during someone's medical incapacity are legitimate. Roman and Shiv saved the company, but violated Logan's stated wishes when he couldn't clearly consent.
And Greg learns his grandfather Ewan is disinheriting him entirely, giving the money to Greenpeace. Greg immediately starts talking about suing Greenpeace rather than accepting it.
He'd sue Greenpeace?
Rather than sue his grandfather or accept the loss, shows Greg's instinct is always to find an angle.
Logan retained control, but on terms he didn't approve while medically compromised. His children made the call that saved him.
Logan recovers, but his children overruled him. The president severed their political access. Greg eyes legal action against Greenpeace.